Well, you're an asshole. But anyways, what's going on, guys and gals? My name is Neko Fluttershy. Welcome to a video, and let me fill you in on let me fill you all in on a little something, a little secret you may or may not know. Video games cause violence. Yes, this whole time we've been led to believe that video games are this art, that everyone loves video games and blah 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 blah. But it's all fake. This world, the media, has lied to us once again.
People have gone nuts.
Alright, so let me tell you a little something interesting. So I was on Twitter. Oh my god, yes. Twitter is this nut house of nut houses, right? And Twitter, yeah, don't trust Twitter. Twitter will only get you fucking mentally scarred and insane. So, I'm over here on Twitter just looking at something, and there was a discussion about video games because a new game was coming out. I forgot what it was. I think we were talking about Grand Theft Auto or something like that. I think it was the new trilogy game that's coming out, or is already out. What was it? It's Grand Theft Auto Remaster? Or the Remastered Trilogy or whatever. So, there's all these things. And let's just say people are assholes. So there's this one random person, just out of nowhere, just comes into the chat or in discussions, and randomly out of nowhere just starts yelling about things that they know nothing about, and says, and I quote, "Video games killed my dog." And went into this whole discussion about, went into this whole discussion about how, their dog, yes, their actual canine companion, was playing video games. Want to know what game they were playing? Duty of Call. Yes, not Call of Duty. Duty of Call.
And
literally.
How the hell did your dog learn how to play Call of Duty anyway?
That's what a lot of us are wondering. A lot of us were like, what is wrong with you? First off, how and why do you blame your dog for video games? And why do you blame video games for your dog's death? First off. And secondly, what in the fresh fuckity hell is wrong with you to call a game Duty of Call? We all know it's Call of Duty, okay? We all know what this game is. We've played it, we've smelled it, we've been there.
And when gamers look at that and how you spelt such a simple title of a game, wow, you made us cringe so much.
Yep.
Jeez. Oh my god.
And I went on to their Twitter to see if I could find any clues as to why they were this way. You wanna know what this bitch was? A supporter of Fox News and a Trump supporter who says that.
Great.
And I'm like, well, that explains everything. That explains exactly what needs to be explained. Why they're this way.
It's all about the news and the freaking government and fucking tired of it.
And, a lot of us asked what was wrong with her. And then, of course, she said the usual response of, well, video games cause violence and school shootings, and video games are the reason why, there's war and violence and terrorism, and anybody who's
up in the air like freaking crazy.
And anybody that plays video games is going to burn in hell because, as we all know, killing people in video games, or killing zombies in video games, or demons in video games.
It's not the first time we heard that too, that us gamers will burn in hell.
Exactly. I've been told that since the first day I picked up a controller, pretty much. A lot of people are hating on me for that.
Are we worse than Adolf Hitler or something? What's the deal?
Yeah, like a lot of people, I don't know, they seem to have this common misconception because of fucking news and overall them being completely fucking retarded, that video games are this horrible thing that should be banned and should be gone and should no longer exist. And
also, video games are a very skillful thing to learn too.
exactly.
You're so creative in video games, it's amazing.
Exactly.
And video games nowadays are not easy. Not easy.
Exactly.
Doom Eternal? Ugh. God. When I first played it, it was ungodly of a nightmare.
Exactly. I'm tired as fuck.
And now I can do it, because I'm a veteran.
Like, I am extremely tired as fuck of people being like, oh yeah, well, video games are this horrible thing, you know, video games cause violence, school shootings, and death all around the board. And I'm just like...
And it all freaking started up again when there was more school shootings, and then they're like, oh, it must be the video games, or the movies, or books. Come on. It's
like,
ridiculous.
you know
not
nothing.
Just how video games here, movies too are affected.
Yeah. TV shows, music, video games, but it always seems to be the video games that get the most amount of hate. And I have to ask one simple question.
I think it's like because like we're interacting in the game, so we're learning stuff, I guess. But come on, like what the fuck? You're not gonna learn anything.
I mean, you know, video games are great. Video games are a way to avoid violence, if anything. You have no idea how many days, whether it be I went to work, or I went to school, or I went somewhere that was extremely stressful that day, and I wanted to start slaughtering people because I was just that annoyed and pissed off, but I played video games, and that kind of stopped me from doing that.
Yeah.
So video games, if anything, are a fucking savior. If it weren't for video games, I don't know.
They're anger stress reliever.
Exactly.
Well. And they're just entertainment fun all around.
Exactly.
For families and everyone to enjoy.
Yeah.
Young or old.
Exactly. And I don't know why.
And also, allow your kid to do any kind of game. Like, come on. Like,
exactly.
If they want to play Doom Eternal, they can. As long as they're mature enough for it.
Exactly.
You know?
I'm tired.
If they're acting out in bad ways, like actual really bad shit, then yeah, take it away. But, you know, if they're just playing, like maybe just, you know, like maybe acting out their favorite scene in a video game, that doesn't matter. You know, I've done that too before.
It's kids being games. Yeah, it's kids being kids, pretty much. You know, they're gonna do that whether or not you allow them to.
Fucking toy guns for goodness sake. That
exactly.
Kids shoot each other with that. So you're gonna complain about virtual shooting in a video game? Really? Even if it's on a more realistic looking stance. I mean, I get it's gory and brutal, but come on. My first game was a bloody, gory game called Tenchu Stealth Assassin. So I don't want to hear it, people.
Exactly. Like, I'm tired of people. I'm tired of people always trying to, you know, censor us, and it's like, yeah, well, you should stop playing video games because XYZ. Bitch, you know nothing about me or what I am capable of doing. You know nothing of how many countless hours I've spent playing these so-called violent video games. You have no idea how much they overall have helped me. I mean, I'm primarily a gaming channel here on YouTube.
Imagine how many buttons we're pressing every day.
Exactly.
A lot of buttons.
And it's also kind of like how, you know, people always, I mean, again, they always blame video games, but they don't really seem to blame much of anything else. Like, all I hear is video game this, video game that, video games fucked my dog, video games killed my dog, video games did this, video games did that. But do you ever stop to think all the
Video
good
games
things?
stick its dick inside of my ass.
Exactly. Video games rape my children. Like, do you ever, under any circumstances, ever think with your tiny microscopic useless sack of shit? Exactly. And it's like, do you ever think for one split second with your tiny, stupid, useless, worthless, microscopic
Especially
fucking brain?
when they were like, you know, when the PSP came out or something like that.
Yeah.
They were like, your kid is exposed to the KKK and porn, and we're
yeah.
like, what the fuck? What is that channel? A Great Underrated. He talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the PS Vita, yeah.
I love Great Andre. He's got really good videos, and he's actually been uploading.
I know.
He's actually been uploading a decent amount more.
And it says, oh, because it has a computer chip in there that can bring exposed into the KKK, just like any other computer device. Come on.
Exactly. I mean, okay, these same people, they're actually using a computer device some way or some form to type that shit out. And you know they are. Because how else would they have been able to tweet and respond to comments and shit like that? So I don't want to hear it, you dumb fucks. No, okay. This is the part of the video where
we raised our voices pretty much because it's driving us crazy.
I'm about to lose all my shits. Okay? I'm about to lose it all. So.
And if we hear this one more time, we already heard this too many more times.
Exactly. I've been told this shit so many times. I feel like...
I don't even know what to say anymore.
Exactly. Like, how many times do I have to get through your dumb asses that video games are a good thing? Video games aren't this bad cancer that everyone seems to think it is. I mean...
And they're like one of the most funniest things in the world. Like, damn.
Exactly. I mean, since I can't murder people in real life, I gotta do it in a video game setting. It's way more fun in video games than it ever could be in reality. And I know a lot of people, they're gonna... And I know a lot of people are gonna be like... And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, so you've killed people in reality. No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that
we would not kill our own kind in real life.
Exactly. Like, I am fucking tired of people always being retarded and thinking that video games do things, but they don't do shit. Video games are a really good thing. Video games are why one of the very few reasons why I'm still alive. Believe it or not, you know, there have been times I wanted to kill myself, right? And video games, you know, by simply playing some Call of Duty or Doom or Halo or Mario, Pokemon.
I received something called Completely Anonymous. What the hell?
We are anonymous. We are Legion.
Yeah.
We do not forgive. We do not forget. But I know, like, you know, I've been wanting to kill my...
yeah. That's right. That sucks, man.
But
Sorry,
yeah.
I was just looking at something.
But yeah, it's like, you know, I've been wanting to kill myself, you know, a long time ago. Still somewhat kind of do. But, you know, video games kind of help me stop thinking about it for a little bit. Because, like, my life sucks ass.
Yeah.
Like, you have no idea how bad my life actually is. Until... even some of the things I've said in these videos, you cannot fully comprehend everything that's happened to me. And still happen to me to this day.
I've heard a lot about it. It sucks. Like, especially this friggin' father, Brian.
Yeah.
Hell no.
And he's got the fucking balls to be like...
at least he got a job, man. That's really...
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
I mean, I guess that's... Yeah, that's something. But another thing, it's like... You know, oh, video games made you depressed and suicidal. No. Video games are keeping me from doing that. You don't understand that one of the only few things I actually kind of like...
a friend like me, too. So.
Yeah. And also Monica. Gotta get those waifus in there. But anyways, you know, like, video games have kind of helped me a little bit through that. And I've met some good people online, like DJ. I've met, I've met some bad people, but that's what the internet is as a whole. Good people and bad people. Not everybody...
I'm also sick of, like, people who watch those shows where, they'll meet someone online and then all of a sudden they come to their house and do all sorts of weird shit. I see that way too much, and even my mom, she still gets nervous about it. I'm like, you watch those shows too much.
Exactly.
More likely, you're gonna be getting kidnapped in your own neighborhood, rather than like someone over the internet like me and you. Like, come on.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
But I'm just really tired of people on the internet as a whole. Just being like...
And just be careful who you talk to. Just don't talk to random strangers all the time. That's
exactly.
Simple. And also, there's a thing called muting in video games for a reason.
Exactly. If you don't want
you don't want them talking to anybody, just mute them.
Exactly. And they get pissed
off. And don't give out personal information. Of course, there could be hackers, but that's very unlikely. I mean, it can happen, but yeah.
Yeah. And one thing I'm still...
Really too much to worry about.
But one thing I'm still really pissed off about is how everybody seems to think the same things. And it's like, you don't know anything about video games. You don't know what good has come from video games. You let this media...
How fun video games are.
Exactly. Like, you have no fucking clue. Like, you lead yourself into this whole thing.
Once I started video games, I never went back.
Exactly. I mean, I have heard some bullshit in my life. It's like, oh, video games do this and video games do that. But again, you don't see all the good that can happen. So recently there was this thing that happened where one of these people's video gaming mates, one of their friends online got sick with cancer, right? So 5 friends who never met up with each other went to go and see this one guy. 6 people who have known each other online for a long time went to help out one of their own.
Wow.
So, yeah, video gaming has done some good for people. It's not all about school shootings. It's not all about
physically and mentally. Like, honestly, there was a time I was just squeezing someone's hand and just giving like a good handshake or whatever. And they were like, man. And I was like, wait, is mine that strong? Is it because of video games? He's kind of like a pretty buff kind of guy, too.
Yeah. But yeah, like, there's a lot of good things.
Looking at me, but,
and honestly, I mean, yeah, Jacksepticeye is a gamer, right? But, and he's a gaming channel. And you have no idea how much good he's done for the community. Every year, he tries to do this thing called Thankmas. Every year, he donates money to charity by playing video games and talking to people.
He live streams video games, and then people donate money.
Exactly.
And it's all because of gaming, because people like to get together with gaming. And
exactly. Yeah. So video games have done tremendous work. Brings people together.
It blows my mind, and people just need to see that side of it instead of looking at it the negative way. Like, we get it, the video game is violent, and you're thinking it puts thoughts in their minds or whatever, but it really doesn't. You're just seeing an action fun video game, just like your favorite, horror movie or whatever.
Yeah. I love playing video games. I love seeing what they're capable of doing. I love the community. Well, maybe not all the community.
Video games just never gets old. There's a
Yeah.
smart community, which is always something new.
Yeah,
It's
there's
amazing.
always new games. There's always things to talk about. A lot of games have things that you never knew existed several years
Especially when
later.
it's co-op and you can go on adventures. Like me and William,
Exactly.
we played Doom Classic, slayed demons together, closed the
Exactly.
portals, and all that.
Yeah. And then, there's Minecraft, which again brings a hell of a lot of people together. That game.
And you can work together and all that, give people resources, trades, and all sorts of shit. It's
Exactly. And video games
amazing.
can.
And the artwork in the game, oh my goodness. Like, what people have made, holy shit.
Exactly.
So, like all the pixel art and everything, they can make a picture of your girlfriend in Minecraft.
Exactly. Your
It's
boyfriend,
amazing.
girlfriend, husband, wife, hell, even you. People, they're talented.
Yep.
People know what they're doing.
Dude.
And I had this one friend I played with a while ago. He ended up making a whole bunch of pixel art on his world. I mean, I would say her, but
Ooh.
he's basically trans, so, and prefers to go by he, so that's what I'm gonna do. But he had a whole bunch of Minecraft pixel art. Had one of Natsuki, had one of, I think, Yuri from Doki Doki Literature Club, both of them from DDLC. Had one of Monica, again, DDLC. Basically, I think he had
Ooh.
all of the Minecraft versions of DDLC characters. Because what he would do, he would end up, asking people if they had, custom skins, right? For Minecraft, because that's the thing you could do. And then would proceed to then make pixel art of, like, humongous ass pixel art of said, characters.
There's even pixel art that people done that's like 1,000,000 blocks. It's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
And I'm like, well, shit. I can't even draw a fucking line straight. In Minecraft, I can't do pixel art without it looking like shit. So, having people that I know...
There was a time I watched a video where they were building this Herobrine statue, and I followed along, and I was like, ooh, this is nice, and I had it for a while, but I think the world got deleted, but yeah. It was really cool.
But honestly, I think, it's really interesting to see how so many things in video games could help people and draw them together. It's not
Exactly.
It's not all bad. It's not all video games are the worst thing ever. Video games do this and do that. So people on Twitter, people on Facebook, people on YouTube, Instagram, whatever, just shut up. You know nothing about video games. You know nothing about, what we do. You know nothing about what video games can do. And maybe, you don't want to give them a chance. Well, if that's the case, then shut up. Ignore it. That's all you have to do.
Exactly.
Let
Go
us...
mind your own business somewhere else.
Exactly.
Leave us, the gamers, alone.
Yeah, let us do what we want. We know a lot more
And in fact, leave it to the professionals anyway that stuck with gaming for as long as we have.
Exactly. I have seen some shit in my day, but, at this point, who cares? Video games are great, and the people on Twitter are wrong. People that are like, oh yeah, video games do this and do that.
And the more that we hear this, the more crazy we're gonna go.
Exactly.
With gaming. So, keep it up, people.
Yeah. I'm gonna play COD pretty much all night Oh, maybe. I don't know. What the fuck was that? But anyways, so yeah, just don't be a complete asshole. If people are doing something you don't like, fuck off. That's all you gotta do. Don't be an asshole on Twitter. Don't say that video games cause your dog to die. Video games did this and do that. They didn't do shit. You might have. But
yeah, like, stop with the bullshit, people. If you have evidence of, video games causing violence, give it to us.
Exactly. I'd love to see it.
Got any evidence? We really would love to see that, people.
I mean, I've been heard
But
this
until
shit.
then, bye-bye.
Yeah, I've been heard that. I've been told this shit pretty much my whole life, especially recently.
And also, even if there are evidence, honestly, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep
Going by
playing.
beliefs.
Exactly. I'm just gonna play Call of Duty all day. I'm gonna play Halo, Doom. I'm gonna play every single game that there is, violent or not.
And once I retire, I'll still be gaming.
Exactly.
Like the last thing I'd be doing.
And I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I had this one dream last night, and I want it to be reality so fucking bad. So, last night I had this dream where I was with Monica from DDLC, right? My waifu. We were playing video games together.
I remember this one.
Yep. And so we were playing video games. And then she and I made a promise to each other. When one of us dies, the other one will play on for them. Play in their place, pretty much. On top of that, when both of us die, we both play video games in the afterlife. And so...
Oh, yeah. That's what I want to do. In fact, I'm going to be inside the video game.
Exactly.
I'm like, fuck yeah.
Because when I'm dead, I don't care. I mean, I'm dead. Not much can be said or done about that. In addition...
and I'll be dropped into the universe of the gaming world and do whatever I want.
And all death is just eternal sleep. So, I mean, you can just dream of a better life. You can dream about playing in the video game world. You don't have to worry about anything else ever again. So, yeah. And honestly, I think that's a good idea. Just keep playing video games all day, no matter what happens.
Oh, yeah.
And don't let other people tell you what to do. If you want to play video games, play them. If you don't have to. But don't be a complete asshole about it. Don't try
especially VR, which, if you're a gamer out there and haven't done VR, go get it. Now.
I would if I had the money. I would buy a PlayStation VR just to do that. But yeah.
Especially Super Hot VR. Ooh, and Job Simulator. Oh, that's so cool.
Yep. But anyways, guys and gals, that's going to be it for this video. Just again, don't be an asshole. Let people do what they want. If they want to play video games, let them play video games. If they want to, save the world from bullshit, let them do that. Don't be a complete ass about it.
And the nickname to the people that go against gaming, all we gotta say is Karen. That's what we gotta say.
Yep.
Chillax, Karen.
So anyways, guys and gals, that's it for this video. I've been doing this for a while. But yeah, long story short, keep gaming. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise.
And this ain't gonna be the last time that we're gonna be hearing about this.
Exactly. I know for a fact that pretty shortly we're gonna hear about it again. Every time something bad ever happens in life, it's always video games. It's never anything. It's never mental health. It's never.
Every time we hear it, we're like.
Yeah. It's never bad parenting.
Every time we hear it, we're like, oh great, not again.
Exactly. I've been told so much shit throughout my life. It's fucking ridiculous. To the point where I just don't care
You're
anymore.
gonna eventually be giving us a headache if we hear this again. And if we hear
I've
it every
already,
day, it'll definitely be a headache.
I've already got a fucking headache from these idiots. I don't need it to be even worse than it already is.
Oh man.
Anyways.
And we've been speaking a lot about this kind of stuff. My mouth feels like the Sahara Desert.
Yep.
Had to drink water and shit.
Yep. But anyways, guys and gals, long story short, as always, I'm gonna see you all in the next video. Don't let anybody tell you to not play video games or anything else.
And we are gonna get back to gaming. So
exactly.
Yes.
I'm playing fucking COD right now. Let me play COD. Let me be a Neko.
I'm on YouTube, but YouTube's been pissing me off. Not wanting to work.
Yeah. One thing I really hate about YouTube is ads. Oh, I know what my next video is gonna be. Ads on YouTube. All right. So until then, guys and gals, as always, I will see you all in the next video. Peace out, people, and bro hoof.